How's it going, guys? My name is Gingium, and welcome to the first episode of Built or Bought Track. It's pretty much identical to normal Built or Bought, except instead of a drag race, it is on a racetrack. Corners and all that, instead of just straight line speed. Now we have to worry about horsepower, weight, suspension, tires, all of that, not just horsepower. So, let's get started. As you can see, today we have the Lexus LFA. Beautiful car, V10. This car makes 552 horsepower, 354 foot-pounds of torque, and weighs in at 3,263 pounds. Now, this car cost $380K, meaning we will be getting a quarter of the price to build a car faster than it. But first, we have to get a good time in the LFA, so let's begin. Alright, so now before we get into some actual racing, setting the lap times. Oh shit. Active aerodynamics. I didn't know this car had it. But yeah, I just want to kind of drive it casually, get a feel of it, see what its weaknesses, its strengths are. It feels really good. Ooh. Everything, it shifts really quickly and stuff. I love the sound, obviously. It feels pretty grippy too. Obviously we're not going top speed, but I'm obviously going to say obviously like 10 freaking million more times. This is just a game, so you have to keep that in mind. I'm doing like a review and I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm just getting a feel of it, you know? Gearing's a little bit long, but I like it better than it being super short. It's really grippy, really controllable. Even though it does kick its tail out, because it's wheel drive, you can control it. I mean, I had to move my wheel like 2 inches to save that. This is feeling good. I don't know if we can beat it. Let's get a quick acceleration here. Alright. $60. Alright, so it's not the fastest in the straight line, but it's not a slouch either. It feels good all around. I think it's a well-balanced car. So let's give ourselves 5 laps around this track to set a good time, and I'll show you that lap. So let's do this. Good luck, LFA. Well, looks like second lap was the best. Car felt really, really good. 139.9. It's a pretty good time. Every once in a while I lost traction, but it wasn't like every single corner or anything. I just think it could use a little bit more torque and power. because in the straight line I wasn't the fastest. But everything else, it was good. It was really good. So let's build a car to try to beat it. Okay, so we have $95,000 to build a car faster than this. As always, it has to be C-Class or above, and it has to have the same drivetrain as the bought car, which is rear-wheel drive, so we have lots of choices, obviously. I really like the 370Z and the 350Z. I also like the Supra. We could do the Supra, however, that is a little bit more expensive, $38,000. However, I'm really liking the idea of a Honda S2000. It's relatively cheap, it's light, it has a good engine, although it doesn't make much power, we can upgrade it. And I have never done a Honda before. So I think I'm gonna do the Honda S2000. So we have $67,000 to upgrade this car, which is a lot. I can almost guarantee that we can fully upgrade it. The thing is the LFA is very expensive for its performance. It's only an A class and it's over 300 grand. But I'm gonna keep with the stock engine. I'm gonna throw a single turbo on there. Now, unlike the drag race built or bought, I'm gonna focus on suspension, handling, that kind of stuff first. So let's upgrade the tire width all the way around. I found that that's the biggest weakness of bought cars. Their tires. They usually have, you know, cheaper, not nearly as grippy tires as like race tire compound. After upgrading the tires, we have $50,000 left. So let's fully upgrade the drivetrain. Yes. After that, we have $40,000. I mean, weight reduction, roll cage. I think I'm gonna go with the full chassis reinforcement, just because I feel like it'll help me. And then I'll get the rear and front sway bars, the coilovers, and the brakes. So now that we've upgraded everything, platform handling, drivetrain, tires and rims, we have $28,000 left, which I think is gonna be almost enough to fully upgrade this engine. So let's throw on a cheeky, actually let's not do the turbo. It gives us 50 horsepower, but it's $5,000, which is expensive. Camshaft, definitely. Exhaust, also definitely. Fuel system is always a very good thing to upgrade. You kind of have to know what is cheap but gives you power in these. Displacement is usually pretty good. It's 3,000, but whatever. I'm gonna upgrade the turbo now because I have enough. Intercooler, sure. Other things, maybe a flywheel. That should give us some good stuff. Oil and cooling. And an intake. And that leaves us with almost exactly the amount of power. I think, okay, let's do a little bit more. I guess we can upgrade the ignition since we haven't done that. And the valves and springs. Which actually makes it so now we have exactly $0. We spent exactly our budget. Fully upgraded engine, pretty much. Platform handling, fully upgraded, fully upgraded, fully upgraded. All that is fully upgraded. As always, wheels and customization, it's free. Doesn't count to our budget. Oh, those look pretty sick. But these wheels look the best and they're incredibly light, so put those on. This car is looking quite like a bumblebee. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Sorry, but not for long, so we're gonna make it look like a race car. No, not a race car. I want something clean. What happens if I search clean as the description for vinyl things? Oh, there's actually some stuff. It's pretty clean. Not clean, no. It's pretty clean. This one, that looks good. It's almost like a Nismo painting. I've got a Nismo Honda, yeah. All right, so it looks really cool. I like this paint job a lot. Black, white, and red. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, it should be a pretty fast car. Fully upgraded pretty much everything. It should be able to beat the LFA. It's very similar though, I will be honest. More similar than what I thought it would be. But damn, it looks good. All right, let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this. All right. Oh my God. Well, now we're in the Honda S2000, which has some turbo lag, but it feels good. Ooh. Front tires aren't the grippiest. Man, this car, I'm not so sure about this. The rear, there's just a lot of power in the rear wheels, and I'm not sure if that's gonna be good. Car feels lighter, which might be another reason why it's losing traction so easily. It feels faster in the straight line, definitely. Handling? I would almost say it's worse than the LFA, though. The transmission's a tad slower. It's still pretty quick. The reason why I'm not using manual of clutch is that just adds another thing that I can mess up with, which I want to try to get rid of that as much as possible. I love the way it looks and sounds. That blow-off valve, wastegate, sounds great. But if you put your foot flat to the floor, you'll lose traction. But it feels good. Keep in mind this has a little bit less power than the LFA, but it has a lot less weight. So I think that's going to be a real good thing about this car, is that it weighs a lot less. So I feel like I was topping out like 130 in the LFA. I'm getting like 140 on this straight here. So the brakes, I don't really know that much, but I feel like they're a little bit worse than the LFA. I'm just doing that because it's fun. But you know what? Let's stop talking and get into the hot lap time trial thing. Race. Yeah, that. Well, there you have it. The Honda S2000 managed to beat the LFA by 5 seconds. Really, well, 4.5 seconds closer. Both of the cars were really, really good. They're fast, they handled well, but because of its weight, it did not go as fast in the straights. I think that's where the Honda S2000 really exceeded. It was light, it picked up and went out of those corners really, really quickly. I did notice quite a lot of understeer with the S2000, and at times, if you went on a throttle too quickly, oversteer. But as long as you were like cautious, you could completely avoid that. It was just faster in the straight line, and that's what made it one. So, guys, I do hope you enjoy Built or Bought Track. It's a little something different that a lot of you guys requested. It's a lot harder for me to produce because obviously there's, well, first of all, there's a lot bigger chance for driver error. I can mess up so much easier when I'm going around curves rather than just in a straight line. But honestly, I think it was pretty fun. First episode, Built won, and I think the 100% main reason that Built won was because the LFA was just, it was overpriced. For the amount of horsepower it has, $380,000, it's too much. It is. Which gave us too much of a budget for this thing, which in turn made us one. But that's just part of the game. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Check out my Instagram, social media, all that below. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, and peace out. Let the games begin. The question is, how badly will I lose? Because I know I'm gonna lose. I just want to lose by the least amount possible. Ooh, I launched pretty well. Oh, and then every